Needle sterilized.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Relax. I've done this with all my friends before. They get their ears pierced all the time. It's nothing. Just close your eyes and it'll be over before you know it, okay? Earring ready?
Yes.
Good. Hand me the apple. Thank you. Just relax. It'll be over before you know it. Trust me. Just close your eyes and count to 3, okay? Okay. Ready? 1,
2, 3.
Are you gonna get gold or are you gonna get silver?
I'm gonna get diamonds.
Diamonds. Oh.
Yeah!
So when Maddie was born, Charlotte didn't want to get her ears pierced, and when she told me the reason why, it really didn't make sense to me. She told me that she wanted Maddie to be able to make her own decisions and own choices with her body, which I didn't quite understand because I knew that one day, probably while she was still young, Maddie would want to get her ears pierced. Now, growing up, all my girl cousins got their ears pierced, even some of the baby boys did. I mean, I was born in '93, and baby boys getting their ears pierced wasn't really a thing, and I wasn't able to get mine until I was a freshman in high school, and I was only allowed to get the left one, and eventually I was allowed to get both. So when I was 14 and I got my ears pierced, I really didn't know what I was doing. I mean, even when I turned 18 and I got some of my tattoos, I really didn't know what I was doing either, and I regret some of those decisions right now at 29. I'm even sure there are some decisions that Charlotte made with some of her piercings that she regrets now. So I know that whenever Maddie comes to this decision that she won't really know what she's doing either, but I mean, we're here today now. She is a whole 4 years old and she made the decision that she wants to get her ears pierced after watching Lindsay Lohan get her ears pierced in a movie, The Parent Trap, which is kind of crazy because it's actually a pretty traumatic scene. You know, one day she would watch the movie, she wouldn't want her ears pierced. And the next day she would watch the movie and she would want her ears pierced.
I'm gonna get my ears pierced.
Are you sure you want your ears pierced?
Yes.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes.
Okay. And that's where we are today. And the thing is, I already know what's gonna happen. And this is the reason why I thought getting them pierced at birth made more sense. And on top of all this, we didn't get Luca's ears pierced either.
Run.
And now that Luca sees Maddie getting her ears pierced, now Luca wants her ears pierced. We're gonna just see what the heck happens. You ready?
This is Maddie and this is Luca. We've got 2.
Perfect. All right. See, these are $65 options. These are $95, and then these are our $135.
Okay.
So this is going to be stainless steel. This is going to be 14 karat gold, and this is just a higher quality 14 karat gold.
Okay. So do you still want the diamond, Maddie?
Yeah.
The real diamond is actually this one.
That one. Okay.
Maddie, which one are you getting?
Diamond.
The diamond?
Luca, what about you? You gotta pick one. Do you want this pink one? Look at this pink one. That one? Okay.
Because you're the big sister. You gotta show your little sister how to do it.
So Luca wants this one.
Perfect.
And Maddie wants the diamond.
All righty. I'll grab those.
Thank
How
you.
you feeling? Are you excited?
Yes.
I'm excited for you, honey.
First, Madeline.
The big sister's gonna go first.
Big sis. All right. All right.
If she wants to sit on my lap? Okay.
Completely, however she feels comfortable. A couple of FYIs, so just no swimming for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then when I do open the earrings, even if she doesn't want them, you guys still have to purchase them.
Okay.
Yep.
You got it, honey.
Okay, so I'll walk you through what to do, okay? So first I'm going to clean off your ear just with a little alcohol wipe. It's going to be a little cold, okay? And then after that, I'm just going to put a small dot on your ear with a marker. This is not painful at all. It's just like...
None of that's gonna hurt, okay?
None of that
So
is
you just have to
painful.
stay calm.
I know, the gloves look scary. I know. I just want to make sure we stay sanitized and keep your ears cleaned. So this is just an alcohol wipe. I'm just going to wipe your ear off, okay? Just going to put your hair behind your ear here. Such pretty hair. Just wiping. You're doing so good. All right, guys, look at this. I want to make sure this is perfect.
Because this is where your earrings will be for for a long time.
So even if you want to sit her on the chair and then, yes, just look straight out, straight ahead.
You don't want to do it? Are you sure? Stay calm. Luca will go first, okay?
Maddie, come here. I'll hold you. Don't worry about it. Come here. It's all right.
You want to sit by yourself? Here, Mom. Are you sure you want to? How about Mommy sits under you? No? Okay. If you decide you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. It's only totally up to you, okay?
Can you look straight at Dad?
Look at Daddy.
Sit still. Good job.
All right, honey, here we go.
So should I count or should I just do it?
I think for her it really doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter. She's like, I'm ready. Alright, so these are... Alright, ready, Luca?
You ready?
Okay, let's get started. It's gonna be very quick. You gotta stay still, okay? You look at Dad.
Look at Daddy, honey.
Yep.
Still. Good job.
Just gonna line up.
Oh, good job.
That's it.
Good job, Luca. You did it.
So we're gonna leave that space in that ear,
Okay.
just as in, because since
That
it's like
was
coming out a little bit.
job, honey.
So pretty on you.
Give me 5.
That was one.
Look, give me 5.
Give 5 bucks.
Good job.
Good job. That's it, Luca.
Oh my goodness.
You did it. Do you want to look in the mirror and see your pretty
I'm just
ears?
gonna make sure that back is on.
You get to pick one. Which one do you want? Wow. Cool.
So I was 100% right on my predictions about what would happen at Target with the girls getting their ears pierced, but I was 100% wrong when it came to my process about them making this decision for themselves in their own bodies. And I didn't really understand this until me and Charlotte talked in the car on our way back from Target, and she kind of just schooled me on her thought process of like why she wanted to do this, and it opened up my eyes so much. So basically what Charlotte schooled me on was the importance of raising girls who understands that they have control of their bodies and everything that they do. You know, Charlotte told me in the car that she remembers vividly growing up as a teenager, even I think in her younger years, making decisions for herself when she got her belly button pierced, when she got her ears pierced, right? Like she remembers all these things, and that carries weight for her as a woman right now, you know what I mean, at 29 years old. And that just opened up my eyes so much because I never would have thought of that. That's why I'm so grateful that I married such an aware wife who I get to raise these girls with. And it's important because we're bringing another girl into the world. And as I'm listening to her, I'm like, yeah, like you're right. Like we can implement that right now in our girls at this age with doing things like getting their ears pierced, right? Like, and I thought it was just such a beautiful thing for me to notice. Cause let me tell you my thought process, right? As their dad, I'm like, okay, when they were first born, I'm like, okay, let's just get their ear pierced now. So that way we can avoid the pain and the decision making later, cause getting their ears pierced is something that they're gonna wanna do, right? Like I think, I mean, I don't wanna generalize all women, but I think pretty much almost every woman in the world probably has their ears pierced. I mean, I personally never met a woman who doesn't have their ears pierced. So I thought it was normal, right? Just how I thought that, you know, when kids, like when the way that I grew up, all the girls got their ears pierced, right? Like that's just kind of like my makeup. So I was trying to avoid the pain and the decision making later on for them so we can avoid this stuff. Hence what happened at Target today. I knew Maddie wasn't gonna go through with it because Maddie thinks ahead, right? Like Maddie thinks about the process of like, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna hurt? What's gonna happen after? I gotta treat it, whatever. Maddie thinks ahead like that. Luca doesn't. Luca just goes with it. And I knew that it was gonna pan out this way. So for me as their dad, I was trying to avoid all that and get them the thing that they were gonna eventually want anyway. But Charlotte opened up my eyes to something that's way more important than me making the decision for them. And it's just like, I don't know, man, it's just such a beautiful thing, and it just like flew over my head. But I wanna tell you guys something that I really analyzed when I was there at Target. And it was the dynamics of what was going on through this family experience that we were having. So part of this whole thing of them getting their ears pierced was I told them that once they got done getting their ears pierced, they were gonna get a treat. So once Luca was done, she was able to get a treat. When Maddie was done, she didn't get a treat, and she was really sad about that. Even like when Luca was done, the nurse offered Luca a lollipop, and she offered Maddie one, and the nurse asked me, can I give her one? And I said, let me think about it.
Is that okay if she has one?
Let me talk to her first.
Okay.
And once I said, let me think about it, I went on a walk with Luca, and I was kind of having this dilemma in my head. I'm a little bit in a dilemma because like, the whole point of them getting something was for them to get their ears pierced. and they would get something after that. And like I'm basically trying to just teach her about like commitment, really. Like if you're gonna say you're gonna do something, you gotta do it, you know, get something after still. So like, I don't know, it's kind of a interesting deal here. So Charlotte's over there trying to calm her down, and Charlotte understands the approach with the whole like getting something after too. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. And then I kind of got back grounded, and I started to think about how I grew up and how, you know, you gotta work for things, and when you say you're gonna do something, you gotta do it. And if there's something attached to you doing something and you don't do it, the way life works is you don't get that thing. That's just how life works. And I wanna teach my kids that right now. I don't want them to, I don't know if I want them to be handed things, because being handed things is nice sometimes, I guess. Well, not for me. Like, I always like to like work for what I got. So I don't know. I guess that's something I got to think about. But I came back to my roots, and I was like, no, like she doesn't get anything because she didn't finish, and that's something that we talked about. But there's other lessons that I can teach her, right? Like the skit that we did for this video in the beginning. Needle sterilized.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Relax. Good job. I let her know, like, hey, you're gonna help daddy this morning and we're gonna work together. And once you're done working, you can have a treat, right? You can get paid for this after. And she did a fantastic job, and she got a treat when she was done. You know, so there's always opportunities for me to teach these things with my kids like that, the things that I noticed, right? But the thing that I learned this morning from Charlotte, I would never learn as a man. And it's just beautiful, you know, like it's just I don't know, man, I just love my family, and I love being a girl dad, and I love my wife. I just love just being a father, you know. It's just like this whole experience just means the world to me. And the fact that I get to raise beautiful, strong girls and do it with a strong, beautiful partner, man, it's just it doesn't get any better than that, you know. It really doesn't. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all today, fam bam. It was a good experience overall because of what I learned through it. Like Maddie didn't get her ears pierced. She can do that whenever she wants. You know, she gets to make that decision, and I get why. And it's awesome. So whether she chooses to do it at 6 or 16 or 60, it's her decision. A great job. You can always try another day, okay? Whenever you're ready. You hear me? Can you show me a smile? You gonna show me a smile? And what's awesome was like when we were in the car, Luca would share M&Ms with Maddie, so like they kind of bonded together in that way. So that was beautiful, you know, like it was just an overall just great experience. So yeah, it was great. So that's all I got for y'all today, fam bam. And I will see you guys on the next one. So much love, and until next time.